Hey everybody, it's Gil, and we're going to be going through my bee collection, so stay tuned. I'm Gil. This is my channel. If you don't like it, turn it off. This is a series I just started doing of my collection, going through them just to share, because I'm seeing everyone else share their collections and so forth. So this is, and I just wasn't too sure what kind of themes and so forth, and I just kind of thought, oh, just go through them, right? People don't like it, they can stop watching. So anyway, so this is the B1. So let's go. No time like the present, right? Okay. We start off with some Bachman Turner Overdrive. This one's, I think this was the first one, I believe. Anyways, Street Action, which is another Bachman Turner Overdrive. And we also have, are they both self-titled? Huh, yeah, I guess they are. And we have Wally Badarou, which he used to, I'm familiar with his stuff from the Talking Heads days or whatever, and this is one of his solo albums. I'm sure he's got more, but this is the one I really like. It's got the single, I think it was Chief Inspector. I remember seeing that on Much Music years ago, so that's pretty cool. Baltimora, people remember the Tarzan Boy. Band of Horses. This is their album, Everything All the Time. We've got the Bangles. This is a really strong album. I really enjoy it. I can listen to this one over back in the day. I know a lot of people would probably go, "Oh, Bangles," but I don't know. It's definitely got a. It's a really good album. We've got the Beach Boys, Little Deuce Coupe. We're gonna go through my Beatles stuff. The Beatles. These ones here, these ones were just given to me recently. My wife got them, so, this one wasn't. This one was one that I've had for a while. And got the original stereo print. And then we'll have the re-release version of that. Beatles Rarities, fantastic album. The White Album, which is like the print from the 70s, and this one is the Let It Be remastered. Then the Red Album. This one was originally my sister's. She won this at it was a radio contest, I believe. Supposedly a limited edition of gold edition. I don't know how rare they are, but it could be. I don't know. Not too sure. Let It Be Naked. This one's really good. It's fantastic. Also comes with a little 7-inch of stuff, studio outtakes and that. The Beatles Love. And then this one isn't the Beatles, but I like keeping it here because it sandwiches in between this one and my Bee Gees stuff. So this is the Sgt. Pepper's movie soundtrack that has Bee Gees and Peter Frampton. And here's the Bee Gees main course. And then this one is Bee Gees Spirits Haven't Flown. That's my personal favorite Bee Gees album. It's really good. Bee Gees Live. And ESP. This is Harry Belafonte. And of course, if you have Harry Belafonte, you have to have the living stereo Belafonte at Carnegie Hall. One of the greatest live albums of all time, in my opinion. That's Adrian Blue, Love Rhino. This one and this Adrian Blue were got from like a garage sale or something like that from CKUR years ago. We've got some Pat Benatar, and then Crimes of Passion, and then the classic Heat of the Night, I think it's called. Yeah, Heat of the Night. And then songs about, well, I don't know if you know Big Black, what this album is, but It's this one's a classic. One of my favorites, actually. Big Daddy, Big Pig Bonk, Blank Menage. Maybe it's called Blank Mang, Blank Menage, Blank Bang, Blank Bang. You know, I've only seen it in print. It's one of those things that I just never hear. And then I got this one. I found at like Salvation Armory recently. Is World's Worst Jokes by Al Bolutska. And I don't know, it's just one of those. I guess he was a guy from a Canadian radio station, and he just did a bunch of bad jokes, and a lot of that stuff has been played. So I don't know, it's humorous. I like the cover of it. The Blasters over there, which is a cool EP. Beat This by Bomb the Bass. Blood, Sweat and Tears, Greatest Hits. Blues Brothers. I got the first one and then their second one, Made in America. And everyone, I think, has got to have Boney M in their collection. So I originally had more, but I still do have the Oceans of Fantasy and Night Flight to Venus, and of course the Christmas album. This is a band called Book of Love. The reason I had this one is because they did a version of Tubular Bells, Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells. Boomtown Rats, of course, who doesn't like Mondays? Classic Victor Borge, and his comedy and music album. It's great. Boston, I don't know whatever happened to the first one, but I have the second one here. Don't Look Back, and then, of course, Third Stage. And Bowie's, you know, Rise and Fall, Ziggy Stardust, and then I've got Tonight. The Box. Leona Boyd. If you like guitar, you gotta have Leona Boyd in your collection. Speaking of liking guitar, Lenny Bro. What else can I say? Kate Bush, the old whole story. This one's like a compilation. And then I'm going to finish it off with the Butthole Surfers and Locust Abortion Technician. So those are my B's. Like I said, just quick going through them. If you know, of course, if you want to find out any more information about any of them, you could always comment me, or you can always look it up on the internet. That's the beauty thing about the internet. If you enjoyed this, like I said, I like to try to keep them short. I don't want to babble on too much about them, but because I babble on enough as it is. So, but yeah. Anyway, those are my B's. Keep your eyes posted, and I'll hopefully post the C's sometime soon as well. Thanks a lot. Catch you on the flip side.